Linda, your best nanny friend and favorite childcare provider. Woo woo, woo woo. Today, I'm going to be specifically talking to my other childcare providers. Being a nanny, being a sitter, anybody that works in childcare knows that childcare can be very rewarding. However, sometimes the pay isn't, enough to pay our bills. So I've learned over the years that in order for me to survive in my wonderful childcare profession, I've had to do additional things. And so I'm going to talk about some additional things that you, my childcare providers and childcare professionals, can also do so you can have a little extra money in your pocket. Number one, ask for a raise. I don't know why sometimes we as nannies or childcare providers are scared to ask for a raise. Look, if you're going through some things or you're realizing that your income isn't enough and you've been with a family for a little bit of time and you have some experience, definitely ask them for a raise because you need it. They themselves, as parents and professionals, they will probably ask their boss for a raise when they feel like they deserve it. You as well. Don't be scared to ask for a few extra, bucks here and there, or just $1 or $2 pay raise. It's fine. Now, if they say no, they say no. But it does not hurt to ask because we need to pay our bills too. Or if you're not working right now or you have the opportunity to look for a new job because your current situation probably isn't working out, I definitely encourage you to look for a job that's going to pay you what you are worth. Like me, at the beginning of this year, I was making $15 an hour and I had no benefits. By the middle of the year, because we're not in the end yet, it feels like the end because of all this COVID crap. Excuse my language. But at the middle of the year now, I make 20 plus. Plus, I have paid days off. I have sick days and I have vacation days. And I have holiday pay. I didn't have that at first, but I knew when I left my job earlier this year that the next job I was going to have as a nanny, I knew that I was going to make sure that it was enough income for me to survive within the next few years, and two, that I had some sort of incentives, which would be the holiday pay or the paid week vacation, because I know now that how much I'm worth. This is not me advocating that you should go out and ask for all the money in the world, or that you should go out and be like, pay me $100 an hour. No, I'm saying based on your education, based on your experience, based on what you can do, based on your value, make sure that you get something that matches your work ethic, because you don't want to be somebody that's doing $30 an hour work and they're paying you $12 an hour. You will get exhausted and you will get tired and you will resent that family. So if you can't ask for a pay raise and you have the opportunity respectfully to look for another position, then make sure you look for one that is going to accommodate your needs. Can we talk about how nice this sun is, like on my face, the reflection, the glow, the melanin? Okay. The second thing, or the second way that you can make some additional money, is to do a podcast. Everyone's doing a podcast now. And I know that old saying, if everyone jumps off a bridge, are you going to do it too? Well, if there's like $3 million down there and I have a safety net down there, I'm jumping. I am jumping. Everyone's doing a podcast, a YouTube, because this is the time. It's so funny how this COVID experience has showed us how virtual our life can be, how everything can happen virtual. People are doing virtual everything, and people are making money from it, from doing podcasts, from doing YouTube, because you can get sponsored. If you develop enough of a following, you can get sponsors, you can partner with other organizations, and they will pay you for that. Even for some YouTubers have like the commercials. You know how they have the commercials in between what they're talking about. They get paid for that. I am praying, Lord, to get enough followers so I can be able to get some of that extra money. But for some of you who may have a better blessing when it comes to that, definitely utilize the podcast and utilize that YouTube. Get your face out there if that's something that you can do, because everybody, can't be in front of a camera, and everybody can't just, talk and just do that. So if you're comfortable being able to do that, develop a podcast, use your skills, use your experience, and build on that, and utilize that to be able to make additional income here or there, to be able to advertise some things on your YouTube, on your podcast. Build that, and you can be able to make monthly income from that. Don't mind me. The third way to make some additional income as a child care professional is to have a business. I encourage having a business. I am an entrepreneur. I am a businesswoman. I'm always thinking of ways to make additional income within my field. So I'm someone who believes if you're going to have a business, it should be at least something that is aligned with what you're doing as a person. For example, I'm in childcare. I wouldn't do anything that pertains to bioengineering because I don't know. That's not my field. I'm not called to do it. Nope. But if you're a child care provider, there's so many different business ideas or businesses that you can build up and people will pay you for. Daycares, home daycares are the number one way that people make some money while just being in their home. And this way also allows you to run your business your own way and to also be with the kids, because that should also be your passion. If you're an educator or someone in the child care field and you don't like kids, you don't need to be in this field. It is not for you. But if you are someone who enjoys kids, a business catering to kids is perfect. Like I said, the daycare is a great way. Offering different things such as maybe kid items, kid clothes. Maybe you're someone who knows how to knit, or you know someone that knows how to knit. Partner with them and you guys can develop a children's hat, gloves, knitting, clothing line, whatever it may be. Maybe you are able to get access to toys. Sell that. They have so many different websites now that let you share stuff and let you sell it, and you can make a profit off of that. Being a business person these days, I feel like is important, because relying on just your 9-to-5 job, you've seen how this year has been. That may not cut it. And even if you're not a person who's a business person or not an entrepreneur person, you don't have to be. You can invest in a business. You can have a 10% investment in a business. That way you don't have to do anything but just watch that business grow and you make money off of it. Because everybody's not an entrepreneur. Everybody's not meant to have their own business. But if you can have a share in a business, definitely, I encourage it. Do it. I myself have a childcare business, and in that business I have sitters, tutors, and nannies and other things that we provide for clients. And while doing that company, I make money each month just from my sitters working or from the services that the clients receive. And that way I'm able to generate additional income on top of my regular full-time nanny job. Definitely, I encourage you, do the business thing. Write a book or start a blog. If there's anything that I know as a child care provider, it's to write something. If there's anything I know as a student in child psychology, is that I need to write. So why not use those skills, those writing skills, and maximize it. Write a blog, get known for your blog, make some money from that, get some sponsors from that. There are so many people interested in bloggers and what they have to say. If you have enough of a following, if you have enough people interested in your content, you can definitely make money from that. And there are all these different sites too that help you if you're starting up in your blog or starting up in the whole writing blogs field. There are different websites that help you start it off so you can start gaining more experience so you can be able to make an income from it. I'm on one of these blog sites and I'm trying to think what the name of it is. I'll put it in my link, or I'll put it right down here while I'm editing the video. And I use that site and I use my writing skills, and whenever they have contests, I make money from it. I also have my own website, and while having that website, I maximize that. And while doing that, I'm building my following. I'm letting people know this is what I do, this is the knowledge I have, so that in the long run, whenever I do hit that mark and people are like, oh yeah, she writes good blogs, I can make some extra income just from doing that. There are people who have memberships, who have clients on memberships to read their blogs. Ladies and gentlemen, do a blog, write a book. There's so many people that like a good book from a childcare provider. And you can entail your experience, you can use what you've learned in your childcare field, and you can put that book together and you can sell it. One thing that's never going to stop in this world is reading. And we need new authors, we need new books, we need new material to give our kids. So whatever you have in you, if you're able to create that content in a book form, do it. Definitely do it. Partner with some companies. Simple as that. Partner with companies. Find ways to reach out to companies. Specifically, if you have a business, you can reach out to companies and see how you can partner with them for a certain aspect, maybe for an event. I know now with COVID, they're kind of slowing down on events. You can do a virtual event. You can figure out a way, but partner with some companies. That way, it's not just you. You have another platform talking about you and reaching out to excess people. Partner with your friend who also is doing something related to childcare. You guys can maximize that. You don't have to do everything on your own. You don't. There's a whole community of educators. There's a whole community of childcare providers. I myself have partnered with my friend who has a nonprofit. I partnered with her because her organization ties into somewhat of what I do. So I partnered with her in hopes that we can maximize our message and be able to effectively help people that we are trying to help. So definitely partner with somebody and work together. It's not going to hurt you. Virtual classes are everywhere. This is the time to promote some virtual classes. If you are a tutor, promote virtual tutoring. Even if you can't do the virtual tutoring, you can do outside tutoring where the kids are a safe distance from you, you're a safe distance from them, maybe 1, 2, or 3 kids at max, and you're teaching them something. You can do that outdoors if you're worried about the safety part of it. Do some virtual art classes, some craft classes. You can teach kids online, which I know the CPS teachers, they're probably tired of it. They probably don't want to do it. If you're a CPS teacher, I'm sorry. The online thing is probably over and done with you, and I understand. However, for those who have not been doing online teaching, I encourage that. They're doing online piano lessons now. There's just online classes for pretty much anything right now. And right now, while it's warm, it doesn't have to be online. You can do outdoor things. As long as it's, like I said before, it's safe, it's socially distanced, and you're safe. You can do outdoor classes. Maximize it. So all these tactics that I'm telling you are things that I'm working on or already have set in place, because at the end of the day, the world is still going to go around. I still have bills to pay. So I'm in a point where I'm like, if you need to make additional income, this is the time to start thinking about different things that you can do to make additional income. So I'm all for it. If you have any other additional ways that you feel like childcare providers can make income, please let me know. I'm all about sharing with my childcare community, and I'm all about learning some new things as well. So that's all I have for you guys today. Those are just my tips. I hope that those tips bless you. I hope that those tips help you. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. The email link is right here. Right here. Remember to like, follow, share, subscribe, and just be blessed. And I hope that you're being safe in this whole COVID pandemic that's been going on. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time on my